Fraud, once again, is the story of the day in Minnesota. Governor Walz announcing the creation, though, of a new fraud prevention program and the hiring of a new statewide watchdog. Investigative reporter AJ Legault and his team have exposed much of the fraud driving this action. He joins us now with the latest developments in his housing hustle investigation. AJ?
Yeah, Jen, facing a fraud epidemic, mounting national criticism, and federal funding threats, Governor Tim Walz today announced Minnesota has a new fraud czar.
Unconscionable. It certainly does nothing to address fraud in programs.
At a Capitol press conference to address fraud, Governor Tim Walz opened with criticism of President Trump and the ICE raids targeting Minnesota's Somali community.
There are those like the president who turned this into a racial issue rather than a crime issue.
To tackle the crime issue, Walz announced the appointment of Tim O'Malley as the statewide head of program integrity.
Minnesotans deserve to know that their tax dollars are being put to good use.
O'Malley is currently the state's interim chief administrative law judge. He's a former FBI agent and served as BCA superintendent under Republican Governor Tim Pawlenty.
While I'm honored that Governor Walz has asked me to assist in combating fraud here, know that I'm not here to serve him. I'm not here to serve any individual, and I'm not here to serve a political party. I'm here to serve Minnesotans.
During a question and answer session, Carol Levin asked how the state so badly missed hundreds of millions of dollars in fraud that in January, the then DHS Commissioner Jody Harpstead said this.
Because there's a lot of rumors of fraud more than there is actual fraud.
Governor, how did we go from earlier this year, the former commissioner of DHS, sitting here at the Capitol and telling Minnesota there's more rumors of fraud than there is actual fraud, to what we're hearing today?
I certainly never said that. I never at once said that.
What I'm asking about is the messaging from the state, though. The commissioner of DHS sat here and told the Senate
That commissioner is not here.
Fraud.
That commissioner is no longer working for the state of Minnesota, and I never said such a thing. So I think you understand the accountability pieces that go with this.
DHS's current acting commissioner, Shireen Gandhi, said they currently have 1,300 open fraud investigations.
If you get caught stealing from Minnesota's most vulnerable people, I hope you go to prison.
This is not Tim O'Malley's first time stepping into a high-profile scandal here in Minnesota. Back in 2014, he was brought in by the Archdiocese to investigate and respond to allegations of sexual misconduct and abuse by clergy. Now, just like in that situation, he said today, Minnesota has its work cut out to restore trust, John.
Which, as we know, is very hard to restore in a lot of cases.
Certainly.
And O'Malley, good line of questioning, by the way, during that story. O'Malley, we know, has been brought in, but there's also another component to this. There's an entire financial firm brought in to sort of look at this larger problem.
Yeah, the state has hired a contractor called Waypoint. They're an outside firm that is based here in Minnesota. They specialize in forensic accounting and financial investigations. And they're going to be trying to help implement a statewide program, focused on data sharing and uniform investigative and auditing practices.
So a lot of work to be done ahead.
There certainly is a lot of work, and there's been a lot of fraud.
And you've done a lot of work to uncover some of that, and that's all on KARE11.com. Thanks, AJ.
All right, thank you.